Hi, my name is Keith Bartnick. I'm an attorney here in the state of Maryland where I represent clients for personal injury accidents and family law cases. I've been practicing for 27 years. Today we are going to go through a little bit more information on custody here in the state of Maryland. If you have been following my YouTube channel, it's Bartnick Law, and you'll find a lot of videos there, and I'm updating pretty regularly to give more information relative to divorce in Maryland and these types of issues. On the issue of custody, just as a matter of some understanding, custody in Maryland happens on two levels: legal custody, physical custody. Both legal custody and physical custody further break down into two categories. One, relative to legal custody, you have sole legal custody and you can have joint legal custody. As to physical custody, you can have sole physical custody and you can have shared physical custody. What I really want to cover here in this video is, how does the court go about the business of making a decision as to what's in the children's best interest? That's the basis for the decision when it comes to custody. The judges who sit and make these decisions, they have guidance from the courts that sort of exist above them, the Court of Special Appeals, the Court of Appeals. Those two courts oftentimes render opinions that give definition and guidance to the courts at the trial level. In any event, that's what's happened in this particular situation relative to custody. The two major cases that you might be interested in taking a look at, and the link, I'll put it on the bottom of the screen here, is Montgomery County Department of Social Services versus Sanders. And then there's a second case that is called Taylor, Taylor versus Taylor. And what the two cases have done in combination with one another is outlined a number of factors giving guidance to the trial judge as to what are they supposed to look for when they are making a decision as to what's in the children's best interest. And as life turns out, because the court's going to be considering these factors, these are the factors that your attorney will put on evidence of in order to try to establish that it's in the children's best interest or child's best interest to reside with you. So some of the factors, just to give you an overview of the whole thing, and again, you can visit my website. The cases are there for you to review. But for example, fitness of the parents, the character of the parents, the desire of the parents, the potential for maintaining normal family relationships, the preference of the child, and it's not an age issue when you're talking about preference. I've had 9-year-old children who come in with a very mature reason why they would like to live with one parent versus the other, and I've had 14-year-olds who come in and tell me that they want to live with such and such parent because that parent lets me do whatever I want. So it really just depends on the child and the maturity of their desire. So in any event, it is an issue for the court to consider. Material opportunities offered to the children, age, sex, health of the children, suitability of the residence where the children will be residing, how long the child has been separated from the otherwise non-custodial parent, the effect of any voluntary abandonment of the child by one of the parents, the willingness of the parents, the psychological and physical fitness of the parents, the strength of the relationship between the parent and the child, geographic proximity of parents' homes. That's kind of an interesting one, really, truly, as it gets into a shared physical custody situation. The only way you can really make it work is if it's practical to make it work. And people living close together makes it a little bit more practical, perhaps, than when people are living very, very far apart, obviously. The demands of a parent's employment is something that the court takes into consideration. Age and number of children, sincerity or motivation of the parent's request, financial status of the parents, benefits to the parents, and then essentially any other factor that the court thinks is appropriate to take into consideration in determining what's in a child's best interest. If you have questions regarding child custody in Maryland, Maryland divorce, personal injury in Maryland, please feel free to give me a call. I have offices, 5 different locations all around Maryland. My phone number is area code 1-888-760-7339. And thank you.